I've been working with Cassandra since 2011, so going back to version 0.7, so a little bit after you, Jeremy. So yeah, I've been around for a while. Thank you for showing Alex, Rahul, Merlin for fantastic talks. So where are we going with Cassandra? The past year, the Cassandra community has really picked up a lot of momentum, and I wanted to touch on that both from a community point of view and also from features point of view, and some of my favorite features. The last year, we've added lots of committers. To run through the list of names: Stefan, Caleb, John, Adam, Alexei, Sumant, Eric, Lorena, Anthony, Alex, Jacek, and Dinesh from the PMC. Also, we've had a huge increase in contributors. We've had contributors coming back, multiple patches, and we've had lots of one-time contributions as well. Some of the key names here are Diogenes, Chris, everybody on the website, marketing, events, and community, and you know who you are. You're so important for us to keep this community running. Brad, Francisco, Morlan, Yash, Savni, Sath, Dylan, Bernardo. If I pronounce your names wrong, I owe you a beer next time we meet. And special thanks goes to the companies which are providing hardware for our CI systems. Our work towards QA and some more stable than ever releases could not happen, could not succeed without your support and generosity. So thank you very much on that. On the topic of test trends, I'd like to point out that we have now over 50,000 tests, or close to 50,000 tests. Just in the last year alone, we have added 7,000 tests. That is just to our public open source CI systems. It's amazing. Our test trends, our pass rate is also getting better and better. There's been a huge slog there. It's not very motivating work for the engineers, but they keep on slogging away at it. Thank you very much for everyone who's involved. Some of my favorite features coming out. In 4.1, we're going to see configuration standardization. It sounds simple and mundane, but that would be totally the wrong generalization to make. A lot of work has gone into cleaning up, standardizing all the config options in the Cassandra YAML. The names now follow a more intuitive, standard language structure, making the whole set a bit easier to grasp and to remember. We have introduced unit types into the values, also making it easier. It is backward compatible, but we are looking for contributors who want to provide like a mangler or something to upgrade old configs into new configs. In 4.2, we're going to see storage attached indexes. This is something similar to SASE, but a new implementation, especially superior when it comes to scaling multiple indexes on the one table. It has been designed to eventually replace the legacy secondary indexes that we have and SASE. Also in 4.2, we have Trie Memtables. A lot of work recently has gone into memtables. Thank you, Benjamin and Benedict, for that. Memtables now work much better under contention, and with collections, that work has been released in 4.05. But with 4.2, we're going to get a brand new implementations called this Trie Memtables. This will take memtables even further. They'll be more compact and they'll be more op-ed friendly. Faster reads and writes. It's been benchmarked that the write throughput is almost at double. Last but not least, the Accord consensus general purpose transactions. This is super exciting. I think this is groundbreaking for the database industry at large. I really want to thank Benedict and Blake for the work that you're doing here. This is overcoming past issues with consensus models like cross-region and under contentions performance, providing strict serializable isolation, and under normal conditions, we'll be able to achieve it under a one round trip. This is pretty amazing. My last two slides here are on the ecosystem. These are two projects coming out of DataStax. They are both open source. The first one is from a dev's perspective, Stargate. Stargate acts like a coordinator wrapper around Cassandra, and it gives you lots of different APIs to work with. It means you don't need to have client-side drivers, especially important in a microservices stack. Go check it out, please. Next up is Cassandra project. From looking at it from an operator's point of view, this makes your life a lot easier if you're running on Kubernetes. This is a Kubernetes operator that we have in the community. It comes bundled with Reaper, with MCAC, Prometheus, Grafana dashboards, and with Stargate. I know both of these projects are looking for more contributors. So if you're an individual contributor or a company, I want to get involved, reach out to Chris. He's right here. I'm sure he agrees with me. That's a wrap for me. Thank you very much. If you've got any questions, you can always reach out to me or anyone in the community. We'd be more than happy to answer your questions. And if you're thinking about contributing something, please do so. The most important contributors we have in the community are the first-time contributors. So just do it. Thanks.
Thanks, Mick. And thanks. I loved the call outs to individuals. The community really is made up of, it's a big thing, but it's actually a small thing with all of the individual contributions that come into play.
Yeah. You don't need to be a dedicated engineer on open source. If you've just got a small scratch to itch, or you see a typo in the website or the docs, or it's a config setting, that's the jump in and offer a patch. That's how we move forward. The more the merrier.